Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly message of the universe for all of us. The message of the universe for us is ask. It's a simple word, isn't it? Ask. And why is the universe telling us to ask? What is happening in our lives at the moment that we need to ask questions about? Why don't we ask? Is it because of the fear of rejection? Sometimes it is because of the fear of failure. The universe is encouraging you, my dear ones, to ask. To ask the people who are involved. Whatever the situation right now in your life, this week you have to ask the questions. You need to ask in order to get the answers. The universe is like a mother. So we need to ask the universe so that we get answers from the universe. Whatever you need, when you were a child, when you were a baby, when you were hungry, you would just cry in order to make it known that what is your need at that point of time. Through your cry, your mother would understand, your father would understand that this child needs something. So likewise, this was the way in which you were asking for attention. You were asking for what was needed. So today, what is blocking you from asking? The universe wants you to know that without asking, you shall not receive. When you will ask, you will receive. If you are in need of something, you ask the universe. If you are in need of clarifying some misunderstanding, because some of you must have been facing some misunderstandings with their loved ones and you have just retreated into a silence, no communication at all. This week's energy is going to encourage you, my dear ones, to ask, to open up, to communicate, to ask the reason why this silence, why this misunderstanding. Because if you don't ask, there is never going to be a solution. Regarding your work, if you are having problems regarding your work, if you are having some kind of blockages at your work, you need to ask for help. Don't shy away, ask for help. It doesn't make you small. You need to ask. And the best part of asking is that you are never bored. A curious soul will never be bored. Look at a child. Become a child this week. This inner child that is inside of you is seeking so many answers. Just become an inner child, my dear ones. And let this child ask. Whatever the questions, fill up yourself with the answers that you're seeking, because without asking, no answer should come. Because this universe is full of action and reaction, right? So whenever you do the action of asking, you shall receive the reaction of an answer. Whatever are your questions at this point of time, the universe is encouraging you to ask. Let go the fear of rejection. Let go the fear of failure. No matter what is on your heart, you need to open up. You need to ask. So this week's message for you is, don't shy away. Whatever your questions are, ask God, ask this divine universe. Ask those loved ones. Ask that friend who has refused to speak to you. Ask that colleague who is ignoring you or who is creating problems. Go and ask them the reason why. And when you shall have the answers, then you know how to deal with the situation. Because just keeping quiet and assuming someone's silence and assuming the present situation without doing anything is not going to lead you anywhere. So you need to ask. Whatever are your needs, pray to God. If you believe in God, pray to God and ask for the solutions. Send a question to the universe regarding whatever are your questions at this point of time. Send this demand. Just ask the universe and you see, you shall receive it in return. Because without asking, you cannot receive. So it's a very small thing that you have to do this week. That is to ask. So I leave you with this message of the universe, this blessed message of the universe, I feel. Because now the doors are opening wherein you feel more in power of yourself. And this week is going to lead you into some kind of situations, each of us, wherein we will be required to ask. There are some situations for some of you which have been stagnating since years, since months, just because of this silence. Now you need to break that. You need to make that first phone call and ask. You need to write that first text and ask. You need to write that first email and ask. You need to write that first letter and ask. You need to make the prayer and ask. So don't shy away from asking, because all in all, we all are like little children inside of us, and we all are seeking answers. And inside this child needs lots and lots of answers. And how does it come? The child keeps on asking. Whenever in need, the child cries. And when the child cries, the mother listens. So when the child inside of you is crying for something, is asking for something, the Mother Universe is going to answer you. So don't be afraid to ask, just ask. So thank you, dear ones, and I shall see you next Sunday. Have a wonderful and a blessed Sunday, and don't be fearful to ask. God bless you and take care. Bye-bye. Take care.